What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. Unfortunately, I was hoping to release this episode on Thursday, but that was not possible. So it is now Saturday, I believe, is when you guys will be seeing this. We are back in our little garage with about $500,000 looking to shoot for that million. Once we reach a million, we will move over to the skyrise. Yeah, the skyscraper. So once we hit a million, we'll begin our own software and we will move to the skyscraper. So let's go in here. We don't have any contracts or anything to do. We will get this started and see what we can get into now. So right now, we've already hired a cleaner from last time to just clean this place up so we can get started here. Make it look nice. And then we can flip overnight and begin some more contracts. We did lose some profits over the last couple months. As you can see, we made 200 million with the last contract we made, so that was good. Let's see what we have in contracts. The difficulty here is how our teams are. We only have 3 people, but I wish we could split the artists separate from the programmer and designer so that way they're not overlapping each other and not really giving each other a hard time. If we look at our employees, they do kind of have primary secondary though, so that is good, but not ideal. So when you kind of get a little bigger, we'll work on fixing that. Grab logistics. Grab an embedded. And I will probably try this one here as well. Even the game assets. This requires level 2 audio, so this might make it a little harder for us. Let's try these two and see how we go. We'll speed the morning in. Oh yeah, very quick iterations. Problem with that. Very quick coding. And you know, it's literally lunchtime, so we grab this contract as well. Put this as a high priority, since these are doing bug fixes right now. We got 2 outstanding. And we'll be able to complete this one before end of day. Probably midday on here as well. All right, 100% code. Promote. Give it a little bit so we can get some bug fixes in there as well. Kind of just let it go to end of day. And there we go, 22K with outstanding. No, not develop. You want more contract work. So I will try the 40K here. That does not look to be a bad one. I think this logistics will work well too. And we'll throw an embedded with it as well. We'll kind of give it 2 short-term contracts. There we go. This one's still pushing through. And we just put an iteration in a whole day. I will let this iteration complete itself. As you can see, he can't design anything because he's a programmer. And our other guy's not here. Where's the third guy? Let's push this through development. There he is. And we'll give it as much time as we can here. Probably won't go fixing much bugs. Our computers are getting bad. That'll be why. IT. And you know what? It was glitchy, but we still earned their money. So not a big deal. Probably could have used one more hire into that. Because it was a big contract for 2 months. All right, so we are at about 750K, so we are almost there. I'm gonna have this big 7-month one, but I don't want to go through that just yet. And this 2-month here, and this 1 month. We'll grab these two. All right, let's go grab another one right here. All right, lunchtime. Once we're done lunch, we're gonna bang through. All right, end of day. There we go. We'll go by very quickly. Skip the next day. We'll hire a cleaner as well. And then we will give him the rest of the day to fix the bugs. So that will give us plenty of bugs to fix. Probably a little over 50. Oh, just 32. But it was outstanding, so that's perfect. Okay, let's pop in the next day. I wish we could do these without any 2D. You know, I'd be perfectly fine doing these without any 2D options. All right, here we go. Put this one at 10. All right, another contract. Two iterations done. End of day. There we go. It's standing here. In the afternoon, we can take another contract as well. I don't know if we'll complete this one before end of day. Well, it's going to be too close. Too close for comfort. And this one's doing pretty good. We are struggling a little bit on the 2D, but not crazy. You know what? Let's let this puppy run. All right. I want us to do a quick review first with the client. Okay, they're happy with it. We can let this go for the month. Call cleaning. Cleaning gets done right up the next morning, so we can spend all day fixing bugs. And then we get to release it. Game asset application with the bug fixings. There we go. We've hit that 1,000,000. Okay. So we can hit this one. Inadequate. What the heck? That is not cool. Satisfactory on that one. Good on that one. Okay, perfect. So he is going to complete this. We're literally just going to make that deadline. Not a minute more. There we go. Satisfactory. Perfect. We are at 1.2 million. You know what? Let's grab us a bunch of these. Get these done. That'll give us about 50, 60K. And that'll pay for a move. So this is going to be paying the cost of the move. Guess we're missing one guy. Kind of ruins our day here. All right, promote this one. Finish it. There we go. We just push through a bunch of software. Give us about 50K. And that will allow us to move because we hit our 1,000,000. So let's move company into the skyscraper. Okay, so this right here is the first area that we have. Alright, so we have moved areas. The great thing here is when we can hit this floor. We'll make this kind of a lunchroom. And there's 9 floors total, so there's a lot of room for us to grow. So I can't wait for us to expand and get into printing and all that fun stuff too. Because that's going to cost us about $2,000 a month alone. So we need a little bit of extra income to grow in there. We've made our move. That was pretty good. Made about 40,000 plus another 12 beer on the first contract we completed. So that's roughly 50,000. We spent a little bit. Not too much so far. Okay. Nothing crazy in contracts right now. Then we want to jump on it. Ooh. That was odd. Not sure what happened there. But we are essentially all set with that. So the first thing we're going to do here is we are going to... So I want to start with the 2D editor. Where we just the simplest we can have. It recommends one more programmer. Recommends 3 out of 2, so we can do that. And guess what? We already have the desk for it. So let's add a computer. No, not that chair. This chair here. The computer. And we'll stop on calculator in hopes that the programmer does sit here. So our team lead. Yeah, we're not going to have him do it. We will hire this employee ourselves. That is perfectly fine. We want artist primary. We need 2D. We need system. Because that's all we're going to go on. Right. Why does this keep going over? We're not going to put anything specific in there. Just simple to get it quickly out the door. $20 is going to be the cost. Let us... We're not going to go low salary. I want us to go high salary. Simply because we're not hiring a lot of people. So I want them to kind of pre-have the skills that they need. See, that one's really good. This one has a 1-star on both as well. So I like them already. They were a bad fit, so that's fine. This one made a good leader for another team. Alright, so we got the extra team member. So we will have it as $20 for the 2D editor. Let's check out the... Hold on, what's the newest release software? spectrum. This one has the most people. So we'll want for this one. We'll call it blended. Yeah, they want design stuff mostly. You know what? It's hard to figure out what's the best in this case. What we could probably do is get this started, determine if we're struggling on the programming side, and if we are, to just turn around and then get someone to just do some more programming for us. Let's get these guys. Because literally, we just need someone from marketing. So no huge deal on this. Our creativity is 50%. Not the best, but we hit the 2D mark. So let's start developing. And we can see how well it's going to go. Oh yeah, we are banging through this. This is going to be done in no time. There we go. We're already halfway through an iteration. How much do we lose? 20 grand. 20 grand a month in losses is not bad at all. Yeah, same thing, 20 grand. We can afford to lose that 20 grand quite a bit. So I'm not too worried on that. But I mean, look at us. We've already completed 2 iterations of this. So we are slapping this really well. I mean, see, everybody works on everything. There is 0 kind of being ignored. So that is perfect. So I won't go through 4 whole iterations. I think 3 is going to be plenty. Because we're not doing this for a big win. Well, I mean, why the hell not? Call cleaning. It's only 2 months for an iteration, so it's not that bad. We have the cash, we can afford it. We'll complete contracts when it's done. Nothing too crazy. All right. So yeah, we're going to do the full 4 iterations. We'll go through alpha. And once it goes to beta, we'll leave it. And then we'll start hopping on contracts at that point. Shit, our publisher already bailed. All right, we'll hire these guys then. That is not good. All right. So we are nearing the end of our 4th iteration. Most of the software is done. It's due out in August, so that gives us 8 months to do alpha and then beta. It's really not that bad. All right, come on. Let's finish our day. We are like right there. There you go, develop. It's called cleaning. And we can now research stuff as well. See, we are now in February. We have about 6 months left. So while we do that, we're going to manage teams. We will create us a support team. And that support team handle wages, role selection, percent. They're just going to be support. So nothing crazy here. We will get 2 members of the support team. We'll pick high salaries. Just because these are the guys we're going to be using when we first start out. So I want to make sure we have a good group going. All right, we are pushing close. IT can fix the computers. We can let through. Man, this clip art is rough. Hey, we will not get it. We should have went 2 iterations instead of 4. All right, so we are going to hire a lead with service. It's going to be HR and multitasking. Okay, and they're going to be the lead of their own team. Okay, they are the hired leader. Change roles. Leader and service, both primary. And then HR management. We need specializations. Only support. Neural disabled. Traits. Traits is what I want. You need a night owl. Not someone that breaks the computer. Not forget the specialization. And there we go. Okay, so. Alright, can we finish this completely? Oh, you know what? Shoot. I forgot to switch the hours for this team. That's my bad. So 11 to 7. Come on, come on. Just shy. You have to release it. Release. Then release press build for this project, which will be canceled if you release your product. Gotta release it. It's due. You don't have a choice. We gotta abide by our contract. Here we go. Call cleaning. Double check the staff. 3 people. Let me check the employees. Service, 3 stars. Service, 3 stars. Perfect. So, people pull up. And there we go. 30,000 users. The first launch of the software. We made 100. Oh, shit. We made almost $800,000 in sales. We had to pay $400,000 in distribution. Jesus. That is crazy. So you know what? Let's go through and update this right away. Push through to the core team. We'll throw in 10 priority. 10 priority. And when they come in the morning, should be able to bang out some bugs as well. And here we go. So we still got 35,000 users, which is pretty good. We have any contracts we can take. 1 million for embedded systems. Well, this one requires a network. Now we are moving into dangerous territory. We can do 2 months. We can do 1 month here. And then maybe that for a month after. So let's see. Let ticket queue go down. Why are these guys sleeping? Oh, son of a... I have the wrong team assigned these tickets. There we go. Now there goes our ticket queue. I did not realize that. I had the wrong team assigned to that the whole time. All right, let's go to the morning. We'll complete these real quick. Get us a little bit in there. I want to bring us some more money in. We are up to 75,000 users. That is crazy. So now that we're above a million again, I will have to order more software, else we're going to be out. Because we do not have any in stock. Order copies. Order 50,000 copies. Okay. So now that we're above a million again, we are going to get another piece of software going. So the first thing we're going to do is grab an audio tool. And with the audio tool, we are going to make it simple. See what the market wants. A little bit of mixing. We want 5 programmers for this. Can we... Anything I add, 1 artist. That's good. We're going to try to make it so it stays pretty similar to the software. You know what? I'm just going to put it like that. I'm going to leave it base simple. And we'll put it to the software here. $40 for the audio tool. And we got to pick a name. That's Sound Tech. All right, so we got that going for us. And we will put through and develop it. And the reason I'm doing this because I want us to get going and making games. I don't want to pay out royalties to other people. So quickly, we can bang out that software. Then we can start making our games and things like that. And we don't have to pay anybody else any royalties. So trying to get kind of a foot ahead. Let's see if we can finish this. Right here. This is coming the next day. And then once that's done, we will slowly work on Sound Tech. All right, can we get it to 100% for end of day? No. Very, very close. Just not enough. It's called cleaning. We'll call IT support as well. Then once that pushes out, we'll push an update for blended as well. because we will need it. No bugs to fix. That's perfect. Date here. Core. We'll scrape this up to 10. Because we need it. There's a lot of bugs to fix on this piece. But that's alright. We're not going to worry about that too much. We're just going to finish our update and then we're going to call it a day. Then we'll come back to do the audio tool after. And these three guys are just banging out the support, so we can keep going with that after. Once we launch the new software, it'll keep us going. All right. There are a lot of bug fixes going through. Holy, almost 500. And we'll do 2 iterations of the sound tech. That's it. Oh, we did not do a publishing deal, did we? Can we? No, we completely forgot. You know what? That's all right. We'll grab our own. You know what? We'll grab our own marketing team. That's not a big deal. We have some room for an overnight team. So we'll grab 2 guys in the marketing team. We'll let them do it. Not a huge deal at all. We can live without that. We just gotta try to finish this blended here and get this update going. All right, we're almost there. And we're still kind of earning money from the sales. So that is perfect. All right, we're almost done. We're gonna let it with that. There'll be plenty. And, the big thing is mostly because we need a marketing team. There we go. So schedule. There we go. So I could probably do this. That would probably work a little better. And then HR manage. And we just complaints. Or no secondary education level amount. Authorizations will be marketing. And then we will hire for 3. And marketing only. Develop. And we will go medium traits on this. We don't need to go with nothing crazy. So we ran out of stock on our software. Man, oh man. Get another 50,000. All right, so we got that. Let's hire an employee leader. Service. Secondary role service. We don't need to filter by compatibility because we're going to change that anyway, so not a big deal. Oh, you know what? We don't need the night owl for these guys. The night owl is not heavily needed. You get 2-star marketing. 2-star marketing. 1-star marketing. It's got no stars marketing. How much is... We'll just do cheapest salary then. 53. Or for the 49 because they're younger. Hire that one. And then he's going to build his team. And please change roles. It's going to be a leader with service. Secondary. And there you go. He is building his marketing team. How much did we lose? 86 grand. How do we lose 86 grand? How do we pay more in marketing, pay more distribution and royalties than we did in sales? How's that possible? Oh, the distributions because we ordered a bunch of copies. That is why. All right, you know what? Let's do a hype on this. I don't know when we're set to releasing that thing yet, so. Wait, what team is this? This is not the marketing team? Why do they have law and accounting? What kind of stupid thing is that? Let's not have this one hire them, I guess. Let's fire this person. Wait, how is Mary the leader? How did we end up with a leader that can't even do marketing? What? I don't remember that. Now I'm like all the way confused here. Does the marketing team not even do anything? All right, let's do a press release. Marketing team. And then I don't know what we're going to do for that. All right, let's double check this real quick before I call it a day. Okay, so this is moving very well. Once we hit beta, we'll put in an announcement and then we'll track how that's. I just want to make sure this marketing starts. I did dump a bunch of money in it, so I don't want to lose it. So this hype is not working. And the press bill is not doing much. All right, so let's do this. Let's service, marketing, medium, yen looking. Everything's back compatibility. All right. Let's go buy least expensive then. Very bad, very bad. This one would have been a much better leader. You know, knows pace. You hire him. And I'm going to hire this one. I'm going to fire the leader we just hired out of that team. Yeah, so this one's going to be leader with service. Change roles. Whatever. This will be good. And that should help out the marketing team. But that's starting to build. And the team's here working on that. So, wow, we are way above the time I want to do. We're about an hour in. So, let's leave it here. We'll finish this soon. And then push it probably to January release is what I'm thinking. Yeah, we had a successful release of Blended. And then we're going to start working on video games, different things like that. I think we can look at contract team in here as well. Now, to do that, I would have to split off the area. Gonna get them in another area. They'll complain if there's two teams sitting next to each other. So, have a look at that. Maybe just hire a couple more people in the core team so that we can split the tasks in two. That could be an option as well. But we got into the new building, which is amazing. We got our first software release. Look at that. This is now our new home. Couldn't be more happy. There we go. This is what it looks like. So I want to thank you everyone for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one.